Hi, thank you for visiting my booktube channel. My name is Olivine. Welcome to my channel, Olivine Caroline. And on today's video, I will talk about two of my favorite book memoirs. And on today's video, I'm going to talk about The Glass Castle and, of course, Running with Scissors. So to start with, I'm going to first describe them with three adjectives. So both of them, in my opinion, I will describe them as non-traditional families. Well, based on my knowledge of what is a traditional family, I also describe them as insane. Well, not like crazy. They're just interestingly insane. And I describe them as being a spark. It has some sort of a spark. They are original and impressive as well. So now the three reasons why I enjoyed these books. They are because open-mindedness. Uh, they made me more tolerant and empathetic. And of course, there were several parts where I thought it was kind of funny, but it was probably because for me it wasn't normal, some of their behaviors. So let me start with each of those. The reason why I said that these books made me more open-minded is um, because of the different types of families, no matter their education or economical level, and which I categorize them as dysfunctional according to my knowledge of what is a functional family. Um, and so I became more open-minded in this matter, respecting these different type of families, which leads me to the other reason why I liked it. It made me more tolerant and empathetic to different families, knowing that out there, not all families are like mine. I'm blessed to have a very good family. We're united, but in these book memoirs, I think that was one of the things that really impressed me, how every family was different, the way they think, and how they transferred these ideologies, these values to their children. So when they become adults, they still follow this pattern as well. It made me more empathetic as well because I was able to accept a diverse type of people. I mean, it's not like I'm not empathetic, but it's it's quite interesting that the diversity of characters this book has. Some would accept how they live and their way of thinking because of their social group, and it's not viewed as unacceptable. In my opinion, some behaviors were unacceptable, but that's because I have been raised in a different way. And third, I think it was funny because both families, I think, the way they think was like, I would describe them as outrageous. They were different. They were crazy. They were, again, funny from my point of view. Um, I will catalog some of their behaviors as insane, but after analyzing it, it totally makes sense. They have also a way of teaching life from their point of view, but they have a way of teaching life. So now I'm going to describe each of those. First, I'm going to talk about Running with Scissors, which I think, um, in my point of view, was it had a dysfunctional family. There were like several children living in one house where this house was very chaotic. There weren't rules. Their father was a psychiatrist. He was quite famous. And for example, one of the things that really impressed me was that he said, well, people have the freedom to yell at themselves, to scream, and it's healthy. They have to leave their emotions to release these some sort of emotions. For example, another funny thing was that they always had the Christmas tree up in their house, and I don't know, I think that was quite different. Okay, they were unacceptable by some sort of society. But if you analyze the whole story, again, every behavior has something to teach you. And I will give this one a 5 star because it really was a life changing, meaning that I became more open minded, I was more empathetic, and I admire more the diversity in families. Now, and last one, The Glass Castle. I really like this book. Again, I give it 5 star because it was life changing for me. The same characteristic. I became more open minded. Um, it was funny many of their times. And this is about a family who is moving around very frequently. Um, their children are always in different schools. Their mom was very clever, very intelligent, but she wasn't able to settle down. Their father was the one saying that he will build a glass castle. That's why it's called a glass castle. It's a memoir. He always was saying, yes, we are in this project. I will build you a glass castle. And of course, um, there are some things in life that sometimes you don't get to make or fulfill some plans. So this book again is about a family who is always moving around. Again, it comes from a dysfunctional family from my point of view because they're not settled in one place. But probably dysfunctional wouldn't be like the correct term because they were always together. Like their parents were also always together, their siblings were always together and supporting themselves, even though the circumstances did not leave them or lead them to a safe environment. So I highly suggest you reading these two book memoirs. I found them on Amazon used. They're pretty cool. And Austin Burton, it's from the same one or had something to do with Look Me in the Eye. It's pretty cool too. And this one apparently it's going to be a movie soon. So very excited. Well, have a great day and thank you for watching.